Leo held his little girl's hand as they walked slowly through Central Park. The tall trees above swayed gently in the summer wind, and the sounds of birds filled the quiet afternoon. His daughter Bella skipped a little, swinging her arms. Leo's heart ached slightly. These walks had become their special time, ever since Bella's mom, Clara, had passed away 2 years ago. Clara's laugh used to echo in this very park. Now it was just the two of them, making memories where love once lived. Suddenly Bella stopped. "Daddy, that's my brother." Her words were loud, sharp, filled with certainty. Leo stopped mid-step. "What did you say, Bella?" She pointed toward a stone fountain. "There, that boy, sitting right there. He looks just like me, and like you too." Leo turned slowly, and then he saw him. A small boy, maybe 5, sat alone. His shirt was stained. His shorts looked too small. He hugged a worn cardboard box to his chest as if it was all he had in the world. But it wasn't his clothes that struck Leo. It was his eyes, bright, blue, piercing, the exact same shade as Bella's. Leo blinked, hard. Bella tugged on his hand. "Daddy, I feel it. He's my brother. I know it." Leo wanted to smile, to tell her she was being silly, but he couldn't. Something about that boy made his heart thud. They walked over. Leo crouched down slowly, trying not to scare the child. "Hi there. My name is Leo. This is my daughter, Bella. What's your name?" The boy looked up, his grip tightening on the box. His lips barely moved. "Noah." Leo took in the shape of the boy's face, the curve of his cheek, the slight dimple on one side. His breath caught. "Where's your mom, Noah?" "Home," the boy said. "She's sick. She sleeps a lot." "Do you have a dad?" Noah shook his head. "Mama said he left before I was born." Leo felt a strange rush in his chest. He tried to hide it. He reached into Bella's small backpack and pulled out a sandwich. Bella always packed extra. She liked to feed squirrels, but today she silently nodded and handed it over. "Here," Leo said gently. "You look hungry." Noah took it and began eating, slowly, like he wasn't sure it would last. Bella sat cross-legged on the grass. "Hi, Noah. You have my eyes." Noah looked at her, blinked, then smiled. Tiny, unsure, but real. Leo's chest tightened again. He stood and stepped back, pulling out his phone. His hands trembled as he dialed his assistant. "Anna, I need you to check the HR files from 6 years ago. A woman named Mary Carter. She worked for us. Any info, anything you can find, now." "Yes, Mr. Whitaker, right away." He ended the call. Bella and Noah were now sharing her toy bunny. She told him its name. He nodded and clutched it, still holding the sandwich in one hand and the box in the other. Leo knelt again. "Noah, would you like to come with us? We can get you a warm meal, maybe see a doctor for your mom. Then we'll bring you back home." Noah looked unsure. "Just lunch," Leo added. "Nothing else." Noah nodded slowly. Leo lifted Bella into his arms. She wrapped her arms around his neck. Noah stood, still hugging his box. He walked beside Leo, quiet, head low. As they left the park, Leo looked back once. His heart was loud in his chest. Something had shifted. He didn't know what was waiting ahead, but deep down, he knew this wasn't a coincidence. Bella had seen something he had missed. And that boy, those eyes, they told a story that hadn't been written yet. They were walking straight into it now. Leo sat in the back seat of his black SUV, Bella asleep beside him, her head resting gently on his arm. Noah sat across from them, his box still held tight in his lap. The boy's eyes darted from the windows to Leo's face, then back again. He didn't speak. He barely blinked. The car glided past tall glass towers and busy streets. New York buzzed outside, but inside the car, everything was quiet, heavy. Leo's phone vibrated. He picked it up quickly. "Mr. Whitaker," Anna's voice came through. "I found her file. Mary Carter. She was a receptionist for 6 months, terminated due to an error in client records. Leo's heart skipped. Was she pregnant when she left? There's no mention, but there are old emails in your archived inbox. She tried to contact you 3 times after her dismissal. Leo closed his eyes. Send me everything. Right away, sir. He hung up. They arrived at the penthouse. The doorman held the door. The elevator ride was silent. Noah gripped his box like it was his anchor. Bella, still sleepy, yawned and leaned on Leo. Inside the penthouse, light spilled through tall windows. Bella ran ahead. Come see my room, Noah. It's pink and has stars on the roof. Noah followed. Slow. His small feet patted across the smooth floor. He stared at the tall ceilings, the white walls, the clean corners. This was not his world. Leo watched him closely. He stepped into his office and opened a drawer. It had been years since he'd touched those folders. But there it was. Mary Carter. Blonde, gentle smile in the photo, a calm face. She had worked quietly. Then she was gone. Just like that. He read the termination form. A mistake, a misfile, a minor issue that led to her being let go by someone else. He had just signed the paper, no questions asked. He felt sick. Then he opened the emails. 3 of them. Unread, marked follow-up. Leo, please, I need to speak with you. It's important. I don't want money. I just need a minute. I'm alone. I need help. Leo rubbed his forehead. She had tried. He had failed. He clicked open a public records site, searched for her name. 1 match, an address in Brooklyn, rundown building, units cheap, reviews bad. His breath caught again. He walked back into the living room. Bella was showing Noah a stuffed rabbit. They giggled. Leo watched. He knew what he had to do. He grabbed his phone. Yes, I need a full grocery delivery. For a single mother. Medicine, too. Quiet drop. No tags, no name. Just deliver. He gave the address. That night, Noah curled up in Bella's room. She had made a little space for him. They lay under the ceiling stars. She told him stories until they both slept. Leo stood in the doorway, watching, wondering. Tomorrow he would go to that building. He would knock on her door. He would ask what he should have asked 6 years ago. Was Noah his son? He had to know, and this time he would not look away. Leo woke early. The sun had barely risen, but he couldn't sleep. He made pancakes for Bella and scrambled eggs for Noah. The 2 children sat at the table in their pajamas, legs swinging as they ate. Noah was quieter than Bella, but he smiled when she told silly jokes and laughed with syrup on her chin. Leo watched them, feeling both joy and dread. Today was the day. He packed a bag with snacks and a small toy car Bella insisted Noah take. Then he called his driver. As they rode through the city, Leo stared out the window. He remembered everything now. Mary's smile, her calm voice, the way she used to bring in tea for the team. She had been kind, quiet, overlooked, forgotten, until now. They arrived at a narrow street lined with old buildings. Paint peeled off the walls. Windows were covered with sheets. Leo stepped out with Noah, who clutched his little bag. He found apartment 4B and knocked. Footsteps. A lock clicked. Then the door opened slowly. She stood there. Mary. Her face was thinner, hair tied back, eyes tired, but Leo knew her instantly, and he saw the same eyes in her that Noah had. Noah, she said, stunned. The boy rushed into her arms. Mama. She hugged him tightly, then looked up at Leo, her voice turning cold. What are you doing here? I need to talk to you, Leo said. Please, just a minute. Mary held Noah close. Her hands shook. You don't get to ask questions now. Not after everything. Just hear me out, Leo said. Bella saw him. She said he was her brother. I didn't believe it, but I looked at him, and I see it too. I need to know the truth. Mary took a shaky breath. I was pregnant when I was fired. I tried to tell you. I sent emails. I called. No one answered, and then I had nothing. Leo stood silent, his face pale. Mary, I swear I didn't see those messages. I never knew. She let out a bitter laugh. Of course you didn't. You were busy. You had your world. I had a child. Leo looked down. I can't change what I did, but if Noah is my son, I want to be there. I want to do the right thing. Mary shook her head. You're not taking him. I'm not here to take him, just to help. She stared at him, long and hard. Then her voice softened. Fine. We can do a DNA test, but that's it for now. Leo nodded. That's all I ask. He handed her an envelope. This is for Noah, for food, medicine, rent. No strings. Mary hesitated, then took it. Noah peeked up at Leo. His eyes were unsure, but then he stepped forward and hugged Leo's leg, just for a second. Mary said nothing as Leo walked down the hallway. His heart was heavy, but there was hope too. He had opened the door to the past, and maybe, just maybe, a better future. The next few days felt long. Leo couldn't stop thinking about Mary and Noah. At work, he made decisions, signed papers, and attended meetings, but his mind always drifted back to the boy with blue eyes and the woman he had once failed. Bella sensed something had changed. She kept asking when she would see Noah again. Each time Leo told her, soon. One evening, a white envelope arrived. It was thin, simple, but it held the answer. Leo opened it slowly. Inside was the result of the DNA test. One line stood out in bold letters. Probability of paternity, 99.98%. Leo sat down. The paper trembled in his hand. He read it twice, then a third time. There was no mistake. Noah was his son. He stood and walked to Bella's room. She was sitting on the floor, coloring a picture of a park. Sweetheart, he said softly. She looked up. Yes, Daddy? You were right. Noah is your brother. Her eyes lit up. I knew it. I felt it in my heart. Leo smiled and kissed her forehead. You have a big heart, bigger than mine. That night, he sent a message to Mary. I got the results. He's my son. I would like to see you both. Let's talk. Please, for Noah. She didn't reply that night. The next day, Leo prepared the guest room. He put in new sheets, added a small shelf with books, and placed a soft nightlight on the table. He didn't know if Noah would ever stay there again, but he wanted to be ready. Late that afternoon, his phone buzzed. Mary. Her message was short. We'll come tomorrow, 11 a.m. The next morning, Leo woke early. He made waffles and set the table. Bella helped arrange the plates. At exactly 11, the doorbell rang. He opened it. Mary stood there with Noah. Her coat was zipped high, her eyes unsure, but she stepped in. Hi, Leo said. Hi, Mary replied. Noah looked around. It's big, he whispered. Bella ran over and hugged him. Come see my room. Leo watched them run off, then turned to Mary. Thank you for coming. She nodded. I'm here for Noah. I understand. They sat in the living room. For a while they said nothing. Then Mary spoke. This is all strange, hard, but he's happy when he's with you. And Bella. Leo leaned forward. Mary, I can never undo what happened, but I can be better. For Noah. For you too, if you let me. She looked away. It will take time. Then we take time, Leo said. From the hallway, laughter echoed. The kids were playing. Mary smiled faintly. He hasn't laughed like that in a long time. Leo's eyes softened. He deserves to laugh. Later, before they left, he knelt beside Noah. Would you like to come over sometimes? Maybe on weekends? Noah looked at his mom. She nodded. Okay, he said. Leo hugged him gently. That means a lot. When the door closed behind them, Leo stood in the silence. He had the truth now. A son, a second chance, and for the first time in years, hope didn't feel far away. It felt close, real. He whispered to himself, Thank you, Bella. You saw what I couldn't. A week passed. Each day, Noah spent a little more time at Leo's home. At first, just a few hours, then afternoons, then a full day. He played with Bella, followed her everywhere, and even helped water her small garden on the balcony. Leo began adjusting his schedule. Meetings were moved, calls delayed. The more time he spent with his son, the more he realized what he had missed. Noah was shy, careful, but also kind and smart. He asked lots of questions about everything: trains, birds, clouds. Leo loved answering them all. One night, after a long day, Leo tucked both kids into bed. Bella kissed him on the cheek and whispered, "I'm happy, Daddy." Then she looked at Noah. "He belongs here." Leo nodded. He believed it too, but not everyone agreed. The next morning, Leo's phone buzzed non-stop. Emails, news alerts, missed calls. He checked one message and went still. Breaking. Millionaire Leo Whitaker confirmed father of child with former employee. His chest tightened. A second headline followed. Hidden son in the city, the secret Leo never shared. Leo stared at the screen. Photos of him with Noah in the park. Images from his building's security camera. The media had found out. He called his assistant. "Anna, what happened?" "Someone leaked the test results," she said, "and the board wants to meet you. Emergency call." Leo gritted his teeth. "Set it up." An hour later, he sat in his office, staring at a screen filled with board members. "Leo, this is serious," said Leonard, the chairman. "The press is everywhere. Our image is at risk." "This is personal," Leo said, "not company business." "It becomes company business when stocks drop," Leonard snapped. Another member added, "You should have handled this privately." Leo leaned in. "I didn't ask for the world to find out, but now they have, and I'm not going to pretend my son doesn't exist." Silence. "If being a father is a problem for you," Leo said, "maybe we need to rethink what this company stands for." He ended the call. At home, things were quieter, but not easier. Noah had seen the news, his photo on TV, kids at the park, whispered and pointed. He stopped smiling. He spoke less. He sat alone more. Leo tried to cheer him up. Ice cream trips, story time, building Lego towers. Nothing worked. One evening, Leo found Noah sitting on the balcony, looking out at the city. "Hey, buddy, you okay?" Noah shrugged. "Do I have to go away now?" Leo felt his heart crack. "No, never. Why would you think that?" "People are mad," Noah said. "Because of me." Leo sat beside him. "People talk. They always will. But I'm not mad, and I'll never let you go." Noah looked at him. "Even if I wasn't your son?" Leo smiled. "Even if, but you are, and I'm lucky you are." They sat there, quiet, together. The next day, Leo made a choice, not to hide, not to run. He set up an interview with a respected news anchor. On air, he told the story. 6 years ago, I made a mistake. I ignored a woman who needed help, and I missed the chance to know my son. But life gave me another chance, and I'm taking it." The reaction was mixed. Some praised him, others criticized. But Leo didn't care. That night, he brought out something special. 2 red bicycles, one for Bella, one for Noah. "You two are a team now," he said. Bella cheered. Noah smiled for the first time in days. They rode through the quiet street, laughing, racing. Leo stood on the sidewalk, hands in his pockets, watching. The storm had come, but it hadn't washed them away. It had made their roots stronger. And deep in his heart, Leo knew the best was still ahead. Still, the press did not stop. Paparazzi stood outside Leo's home. Journalists knocked on neighbors' doors. Some articles twisted the story, painting Mary in a bad light. Others speculated about Leo's past. Mary saw it all. She stayed away. She protected Noah, but she sent Leo a message. "They are bothering us. Noah is scared." Leo called security. He arranged for someone to guard her building, quietly. No press, no attention. Then he went further. He contacted a friend in the media, a woman he trusted. "Tell the truth," he said. "Tell it fully. Show the world who Mary is, what she's done." A week later, the story ran. It showed Mary working 2 jobs, raising Noah alone, living with dignity and strength. Public opinion shifted, slowly. People praised her, called her a hero, a fighter. Mary called Leo. "Thank you. You deserve that, Mary. I just helped." They talked longer than they had in years, about Noah, about Bella, about the bakery she once dreamed of. Leo listened, then said, "Let's make it happen. The bakery." Mary laughed softly. "One thing at a time," he smiled. "No rush. I'm just here." That night, Noah fell asleep on the couch. Bella lay beside him, her hand on his shoulder. Leo covered them with a blanket, sat nearby, thought about the chaos, the fear, the love that had pulled them through. He whispered, "You're safe now, both of you." In his heart, he believed it. The storm had passed, and something strong had grown in its place. A family, together. 1 year passed, not fast, but full. Leo, Mary, Bella, and Noah had built something slow and steady. A life, a home, a real bond. It wasn't always perfect, but it was real. Leo stepped away from the daily storm of his company. He didn't quit, but he shifted. Fewer board meetings, more school pickups, more bedtime stories, more pancakes in the morning. The penthouse, once a quiet glass cage, had transformed. Toys were scattered across the living room. Crayon drawings filled the fridge. Bella's pink bunny had lost an ear, but gained a partner, Noah's blue bear. The 2 stuffed toys now lived side by side on a shared shelf. Mary had finally opened her bakery. She called it Lucia's Dream, after her late mother. Leo helped with the papers, the renovations, and the opening day. "This is yours," he had told her. "All of it." On opening day, neighbors from all around came in for cinnamon rolls, fresh bread, and Mary's warm smile. Bella and Noah wore matching aprons and passed out cookies. They were a hit. Mary had even moved to a cozy house near the school. Not with Leo, not yet, but close. A place with a garden, a small front porch, a kitchen filled with light. Every other weekend, Noah stayed with Leo and Bella, and on Thursdays, Leo picked him up from school. On those days, the apartment smelled like waffles and laughter. Bella had taught Noah how to ride a bike. "You're doing it!" she cheered as he pedaled down the block. Leo clapped from the porch. Noah turned and shouted, "Did you see that, Dad?" Leo's heart jumped every time he heard the word. Yes, he had seen it. He saw everything now, all the moments he had missed, all the ones he would never miss again. On the first day of spring, they had a picnic in Central Park. The same place it had all started. Same bench, same fountain. Bella packed juice boxes. Noah brought toy trucks. Mary sat on the blanket, watching Leo play catch with the kids. Her eyes were soft. Her smile was no longer guarded. When the kids ran off to find bugs in the grass, Leo sat beside her. "I still think about that day," he said, when Bella pointed to him, said he was her brother. Mary nodded. She saw something the rest of us missed. Leo turned to her. "I never asked you something. Why did you name him Noah?" Mary looked at the sky. "Because it means rest, comfort. I needed that. I hoped he would be that. And he was." Leo gently took her hand. "You gave him everything." She looked at him. "Now it's your turn." That night, as they walked home, Bella reached up and grabbed Mary's hand. Noah grabbed Leo's. They walked 2 by 2 under the blooming trees. When they reached Mary's front steps, she turned to Leo. "Come in for tea?" He smiled. "I'd like that." Later, after the kids had gone to bed, Mary and Leo sat in the kitchen. The warm hum of the kettle filled the room. Leo pulled something from his pocket, a simple silver ring, not flashy, not loud, just soft and steady. "It's not a proposal," he said. "Not yet. It's a promise. I want to grow with you. Build with you, for them, for us. Mary took the ring. She held it in her hand. No rush, no pressure. Okay, she said softly. Let's grow. Outside, the wind rustled the trees. Inside, a family sat in quiet peace. No headlines, no cameras, just love, the kind that sees, the kind that stays forever.